Good morning, everybody. So my name is Alex Swart. I've been with the Citadel Group for just over 4 years now, and I've been working with the LeanIX for just over 2 years. As Craig mentioned, I'm the LeanIX Enterprise Architecture Delivery Lead for Citadel. And the topic I'd like to discuss today is, or touch on, is how the EA focus has shifted to assist organizations and help them develop and support their business model. So the information I'll be sharing this afternoon with you is based on Gartner research and also a bit of our own experience. So to start with this, we will just look at what Gartner has to say about the current state of EA environments. So to understand how these insights are derived from your enterprise architecture landscape to help support the business model, we start looking at the current EA environments. And according to Gartner study, they've identified the following key takeaways, which describes the typical environments within organizations. So EA teams still largely work in isolation, and this is not due to desire. There's many factors that drive this behavior. It's either tools or the complexity of the information. EA tools are still highly technical and not necessarily designed to work towards business outcomes. EA tools also struggle to get the buy-in across the business, so it's still very limited and isolated to small portions or pockets within the organization. But on the flip side, there is a trend towards using a collaborative or inclusive approach. And all of this works towards improving that data quality, which then starts building into your capability to design your business model. EA tools are also supporting that business transformation strategy. So it's just not technically anymore, it's also bringing that strategy element to that. And EA tools, again, is not focused purely just on the specialist, but it's also now becoming tools that is more focused on the whole of business. With that being said, so if we look at the continuation of the current state and current approach, as early as April 2020, from the CIO Australia website, if you still look at the general definition of what an enterprise architecture role is in our current environments, I think this summarizes it quite well. And the key things I would like to highlight there is the role still requires complex thinking to support business operation across the entire business, across various departments. And currently, a lot of the enterprise or architects are also very busy with assisting the business in upgrading systems and making software and hardware selections and replacements. So all of you would be in some sort of a digital transformation phase. But what this current approach does not allow for is for the focus on business scenarios, transformation, and optimization to provide those innovative input and insights into your business model. But luckily, all of this is changing. So the changes are also predominantly driven by the EA tools. So the EA tools, there's been a shift to focus more on scenarios that support these business transformations. So if you look at those 4 key points there, there's a lot of changing priorities for the IT leaders. So the tools can now keep in lockstep with those changes and the requirements from the IT leaders. There's better alignment between IT and your strategic alignments as required by business, and increased automation to improve the data quality, as many people still have multiple data sources, either locked up in Excel spreadsheets, Visios, PowerPoints, or other architecture tools, and they're not all come together in a very succinct way, but the tools are now becoming more involved and providing that ability. By having that central repository, you can start using your operational information to better inform your business model, which in the end delivers that improved customer services and products, which is the core and the heart of every business. Then if you just look at the new approach, and there's just 5 quick bullet points discussing those. So in late, and this is based on Gartner and also our own experiences, we've seen that there's a greater need from clients to use EA tools that can easily support the changes to the business model, and also to increase the speed and efficiency of delivering the new and enhanced products and services. So it's all about finding those ways to improve that to your clients. Then also select an EA tool that support use cases around the best practice. So if we say around the best practice and use cases, we're also talking about using industry standard. For example, if you're in the banking or finance industry, start off with a BN business capability model instead of trying to develop your own or using something generic. Or if your focus is introducing your business processes, maybe look at the APQC processes, which is pretty standardized across level 1 and 2, even to level 3 processes, and rather use those to start creating that consistency in your organization. Then a very important point 3, to get broader buy-in from the entire business, is engage early with your senior stakeholders, such as your CIO, COO, or your IT managers, to enhance that tool adoption. Selecting tools that provide insights into complex environments. So with the new tools, yes, the architects still need the ability to work with the complex data, but it's also then more about presenting that data in a digestible format, get that insights and get value out of that. Then the last point is using tools that drive collaboration. So that's also a nice new trend, collaboration and ownership of data. So if you're an application owner or a data owner, it creates a community where everybody starts participating and adding value to your enterprise. And then just the last slide. So once you've identified some of those key points, and I hope that some of the things that I've said resonated with some of you, you can either identify that you are in a similar situation where you are still having isolation pockets and you'd like to increase your participation across the business, and also to drive that better value out of your EA to inform your business model. So the benefits of taking a bit of a different approach is you're getting your EA tool to play a key role in inventing the IT value chain. EA tools work collaboratively now across the business. It's not isolation anymore. EA tools provide that strategic context for the business, with regards to the ever-evolving IT system, and enables enterprises to cope with the ever-changing business environment. So it's just crossing that bridge between business and operations, bringing them together, and ultimately, that will lead to improved digital transformation strategies, and also then point number 5, increasing your resilience. So driving this effectively, you can very quickly identify risks within your business and mitigate them, and all of this again drives high value into your business model, where you can see what are the risks that you need to mitigate to provide better products and services to your end users. And lastly, EA tools, the outcome is for it to be more visible to a larger group of people and provide valuable insights. So it shouldn't just become complex data that's locked up for a select few, but provide that value for more people. So with that said, I will just leave you with this last thought. as you go on your journey to change the way you approach EA and help that to drive that value into your business model.